Hey everyone, it's Fun Around, and my name is Jordan, and I don't know what it is. I've been just wanting to say this all day whenever I got on camera. No matter what is going on, you choose whether you have your joy or not. Happiness you can't control, but you can wake up and you can choose to have joy that day. So whatever it is or whoever it is, don't let them steal your joy because they don't deserve it. So you hold on to that joy and you do not let them have it. I don't know who needed to hear that, but I just felt like I needed to say that at the beginning of this video. Do not let them have it. They don't deserve it. So let's get into these picks. You will see images that come up on the screen right here. It's from a data app called Outlier. There will be a link in the description for a 7-day free trial for Outlier. And I have some parlays. I have a pick. The parlays have been doing pretty well. The past few videos have been doing pretty well. So I'm going to just continue to do what I'm doing. And hopefully we can be successful and continue to make some money. So this first game, I want to talk about the Orlando Magic and the Celtics. It looks like Jason Tatum's doubtful and not going to play again. I have a feeling they just don't want to play him in this series as long as they don't need to, so they can have him healthy for the following series. But Magic will be at home. I think this is going to be the toughest game for the Celtics. And I do have a prop here. I faded him in the first game, just the way he played against the Hawks. But it's Paolo Banchero over 41.5 PRA at -108. And I really like that payout here at Fanduel. So the way the Celtics have been playing the Magic, and if you watch the Hawks game, so the Hawks sold out to stop Paolo Banchero, and they did a pretty good job to start out. But they let the other guys get hot, and the Magic are not a great three-point shooting team, but you got guys like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope knocking down shots, Wendell Carter Jr. knocking down shots, Jonathan Isaac getting involved. Like, once those guys get going, that is the best chance for the Magic to win. And then Paolo Banchero can get involved and Franz Wagner can get involved. But they really sold out on him, and they went down, the Hawks went down by like 20. So then the second half, they decided not to double team him, and they started to make a comeback. So this series with the Celtics, they've kind of let Paolo Banchero do whatever he needs to do. They made it tough on him with one-on-one situations, but they don't want the rest of the team to get going. So it's pretty much saying, hey, Paolo Banchero, we know you're young, we know you're talented, but can you score 100 points on us? And we're going to make it tough on your teammates. So in game one, he had 36 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. Game 2, 32 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, and you'll see on the screen he's gone over in both of those games. So going here at home, down 0-2, I have a feeling this is going to have to be his best game to try to get back in this series. I know it's going to be just a really tough series to win, but if they want any chance, they're going to have to win this game. Paolo Banchero is going to have his best game of the year. And with Jason Tatum not there, who's a good defender at that position, he should have a good opportunity here. And if the Celtics continue to play the way they're playing, I don't know why they would change things up to potentially let the other guys get going. I think their game plan is fine, and it's been working. So Banchero's taking an average of 26 shots a game. The volume's going to be there to get 30 plus points. He's been rebounding very well and then getting assist whenever needed. So I really like this line for Paolo Banchero, and for him to, just like I said after the very first game, that we're going to look at this series and just say, man, Paolo Banchero, he's the future. Look out for him. And then that was just like the Celtics game plan all the way, was just let Paolo Banchero, show off, but don't let the other guys get going. Like I've mentioned, this is a tactic that teams have used against LeBron James in the past. Those Cleveland teams that I watched, they had a lot of shooters. So you kind of wanted to shut them down. The Magic don't have that, but I think that's still the best path of victory for the Magic is everyone gets going, and I think the Celtics understand that. And this second play is going to be a parlay for this game. Since Jason Tatum is doubtful, I'm going to do a parlay with Jaylen Brown, who had a great game with Jason Tatum out. So I'm doing Jaylen Brown. This is on FanDuel, 20 plus points and 6 plus rebounds. This brings you to -110. So I filtered with Outlier to games without Jason Tatum, and then I had to move it to 30 plus minutes, and then it gave us 5 different games. So you'll see he went over in 4 out of 5 games at this 20 points mark, and he played Orlando twice. So last game counts in there, and he played him earlier this year. And he dropped 35 points and 36 points in this role. So you could just just say screw the parlay, go Jaylen Brown 30 plus points, and that would be fine. But I'm trying to be safe with this play. So really like the scoring there. I really like the way he was attacking the rim last game, and I don't see why he would shy away from that. The reason why I am bumping his line down is he's probably going to be a very popular play for points plus rebounds by itself, and we all know what happens with popular plays. They end up selling just by a little bit, and a lot of people lose money. So that's why I'm just dropping this down. And then when it comes to rebounds, with Jason Tatum out and playing 30 plus minutes, he's averaging 8 rebounds a game this year, and in those 2 games versus the Magic, he has 9 rebounds and 10 rebounds versus them. So really like this parlay here for Jaylen Brown. Look for him to have a good game there in Orlando. So if you guys could, please like the video, and if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. If you have a little bit of extra time, could you leave a comment for the algorithm? You can put the W there for winning, and that helps get this video out there for more people to see. And also, I want to shout out the app Novig. So Novig is a social sports book. I live in South Carolina. I have to drive over to North Carolina to place bets on DraftKings and Fanduel. But with Novig, I can actually place bets, parlays, straight bets on money lines, game spreads, all that stuff. I can single bet. I can do all that stuff here in South Carolina. I don't have to leave my house or anything like that. So check the map here. If your state is on there, like I believe Florida's on there, and people have Hard Rock, Novig is an alternative. So check that out. If you just make an account, they will give you $5 free. And also if you use promo code FINAROUND11 all caps, they will give you a 50% off up to $25 for your first purchase of the Novig cash. So this next game is the Pacers and the Bucks. The Bucks will be going home. They need this game. This is you don't want to go down 3-0 clearly. And you're probably thinking, what about playoff Nembhard? So playoff Nembhard has done well on the road in the last series last year and everything. I didn't like his volume last game. He was very efficient. I feel like some of those shots were made due to the home court and the moment when you can just feel the momentum building up and you just knock down those big shots. He was doing that, and I'm not sure on the road here for playoff Nembhard. So I'm not going to go with playoff Nembhard. I do have another parlay here for Bucks players that I feel like they have to get this win. So I feel like the Bucks are going to come out hard and get a big victory here, and the Pacers may struggle a little bit. The Bucks just have to get this win. So I'm going to go back with Giannis 30 plus points, and instead of 10 rebounds, since the payout isn't too great there anymore, going to go with Bobby Portis for 6 plus rebounds, and this brings you to minus 129 on FanDuel. So Giannis with over 30 plus points has gone over 9 out of 11 games versus the Pacers this season and last season. And then for home games, he has gone over in 100% of home games versus the Pacers this season and last season with 30 plus points. And then as far as Bobby Portis goes, versus the Pacers, he has 6 plus rebounds in 10 of the last 11 games in 85% of games this season. So definitely like the way he's been rebounding, and I feel like the Bucks have to have Giannis continue to score 30 plus points if they want to be competitive in this series. So that is 2 parlays and a prop. You may be saying, well, what about the Lakers and the Timberwolves? And I mentioned last time, I think the Lakers lines are always juiced pretty high. A lot of money comes flowing in on the Lakers. And then the Timberwolves, they're very hard to trust. The Anthony Edwards scoring line is always very high. He's off and on. And then you have guys like Rudy Gobert, who's hard to trust. And you saw Naz Reid have a really good game 1 and then disappear in game 2. That was definitely the Lakers defense. saying, hey, we're not going to let Naj Reid and Jaden McDaniels beat us again. So they shut them down. So I don't know if the Timberwolves are going to adjust to try to get them open again, or if the Lakers are going to continue with that game plan to try to slow them down. So I'm not sure about that series. I think it's just a really tough series to call. So I'm going with these other two games and just staying away from the games where the most money is going to be coming in on. So that's just the way I see it. So if you want to discuss lines further, I have a Discord. Link is in the description. You can hop on in there, talk about basketball, baseball, all that good stuff. That is free. As far as a recap goes, I had Max Strus to make 2 3-pointers, and he made 4 of them. I had Davion Mitchell over 17.5 points plus assist. It wasn't looking too good until the fourth quarter. He went off, and that hit. And then I did another FanDuel parlay with Donovan Mitchell for 1+ steal. He got that pretty early in the game. And then we just needed Derek White to get 14 points. That wasn't looking too good until the fourth quarter. Knocked down a few threes, and that hit as well. So that was a 3-0 sweep, and the day before was 3-0 as well. So let's just continue winning and making money on this channel. So God bless you all. It's fun around. My name is Jordan. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.